it downfield. It is caught. John Moran in the clutch. Oh my word. Oh my God. Deep to right field. Way up there and way out of here. Down the sideline, Jefferson. Another huge run. Jalen Red broke tackle, stayed on his feet.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Blake's Take, and Viva Las Vegas is quite an exciting place to be with many attractions, casinos, and now an exciting new franchise to go along with the Golden Knights. The Las Vegas Raiders now welcomed a full crowd for the first time on Monday Night Football. It was one of the biggest sporting events in Las Vegas history, including some of the most iconic fights there in its history. The NFL had truly arrived in Las Vegas, and Vegas treated it right. The fans created lots of energy, which gave life to an incredible season debut. The Raiders trailed for a majority of this game, falling into an early 14-point hole on the Ravens, but they came back and ended up tying the game in the fourth with a Josh Jacobs touchdown, and then followed up with a Derek Carr-Darren Waller connection in response to a Ravens score. A dazzling run by Lamar Jackson, though, set up what seemed to be the game-clinching Justin Tucker kick with only 37 seconds remaining. Yet, Carr put his veteran skills on display, finding two big connections to Bryan Edwards on a perfectly executed drive that gave Daniel Carlson a chance from 55, and he nailed it right down the middle to send this game to OT. In OT, the Raiders appeared to have won the game after yet another completion from Carr to Edwards. Players were hugging and congratulating one another on a great game, getting ready to head into the locker room. But after the review, it was revealed that the Edwards fell short of the goal line at the half-yard line. The Raiders couldn't have possibly messed this up with Josh Jacobs on the half-yard line, right? Well, a false start penalty set them back at the 6, forcing a passing situation on third and goal, where Carr threw a strike to his receiver, but the pass was deflected and intercepted by Anthony Averett. The defense gave their offense yet another chance, but they found a way to set themselves back in back of good position. The Ravens did after several penalties. And setting up a desperation third and long for Lamar, who was then strip sacked, and the Raiders recovered, lighting Vegas on fire and taking the life out of the Raven defense, who can only do so much. There was only so much they could do with their backs against the wall, and once again, they were there again, and they didn't have a whole lot of effort left down in the tank. This was especially evident on the last play of the game when Zay Jones was wide open for the game-winning score, with the Ravens trailing in despair. Overall, this game's outcome was more decided by the Ravens' mistakes as opposed to the Raiders' successes. Continuing the topic of the Ravens' secondary, the effect of losing Marcus Spears was on full display, as Ravens DBs had no answer to Waller or Edwards, who exposed them deep all night. More importantly, though, this team's latest league MVP was not looking like one on a Monday night for sure, with two uncharacteristic fumbles that gave the Raiders second chance opportunities to remain in this game. So now, we just have to give credit where credit is due to Derek Carr. Although he was pretty inaccurate, 34 of 56, he still managed to connect with the right route at the right time, which sparked an impressive 435 passing yards in his season debut. As for last year's second-worst defense, they competed their tails off, forcing two key turnovers to keep the black and gray in this game. Honestly, had it not been for the step-up performance by this Raider defense, I don't believe that Derek Carr would have been able to have the opportunities he would have had and give his team a chance of getting the win. With this new environment, I believe that the Raiders can make these things interesting in the AFC West for the runner-up spot, of course, with the Chargers. Obviously, the Chiefs are on a whole nother level, but I think that the second place spot is up for grabs, which could potentially mean a wild card spot. I guess we will just have to wait and see, but I am really digging the new Las Vegas sports atmosphere. Hope you all enjoyed that episode of Blake's Take. We'll catch more from Viva Las Vegas franchises, both in the Golden Knights and now the Las Vegas Raiders. And you can catch all of it here and more on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and or YouTube. Make sure to subscribe and like. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you all in the next one. Have a great day.